anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the Pittsburgh Steelers. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it up and through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, here to Coates. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Lawrence Timmons comes from a long line of productive Florida State players. And when I say productive, I usually mean spectacular.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. They know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first.
And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll come out in the pistol. Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Now, here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go, 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 go!
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Go, go, go!
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Ready? Like 80. Easy, easy.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Man open left side is Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 46 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A first down carry here for Charles. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. It's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on fourth. Smith going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Partner, a lot of people think the tight end's a safety valve position, but I think in situations like this, he's often a primary receiver, and they missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, missed an opportunity indeed to pick up the first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Wow. That one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handling incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
4 down. 230.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. On the move to his left. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
He's got a man complete. And into the end end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, it's Smith. Going underneath for Charles. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here we go. Blue 30. Alert. Blue 30.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Well,
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Jack 16.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he checks this one down to Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jack 16. Here we go.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. Survey, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Here's Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
To throw is Smith. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Conley's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game charts.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And the play clock's running down. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Go, 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 go!
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got time. Green with a catch left side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he checks this one down to Williams. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Sammy Coates, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Charles the lone set back. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. The 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Smith. And able to find Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, Takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Roethlisberger, now a desperate, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Smith now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing now, Smith. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.